Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is your number one online political channel. In your own thinking, is Rigathi Gachagua the greatest unifier or the greatest threat to the unity of the united opposition? Because many people have tried to analyze about the presence of Rigathi Gachagua in the united opposition. And we have people who feel that Rigathi Gachagua is the biggest asset in the united opposition. We also have people who feel that Rigathi Gachagua is the person who is going to make the united opposition to break into pieces. And I listened to this political analyst by the name of the king of Mosocho, Mokua. And Mokua was trying to speak about the presence of Rigathi Gachagua in the united opposition. I would also like to play the video for you so that you can listen to it, because it is going to form the basis of our discussion. So please listen to this video.
One would easily venture, and these are unpopular statements, but we are not here to sell ice cream, is that Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, in fact, is the biggest threat to a united opposition in Kenya, because he wants everybody else to dance to his drum beats. He's on a path to ensure that he manipulates all the voters. So at the end of the day, there's going to be a lot of misinformation and disinformation. For instance, he says that I represent people from Mount Kenya who've been kicked out of the Kenya Kwanza administration. But look at the cabinet composition. Look at the principal secretaries. He's the only person who was kicked out and replaced by another person from Mount Kenya. But he's been able to nationalize his personal issues to the extent that there is a good number of Kenyans, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on where you are seated, who actually believe that Mount Kenya has been excluded from the administration. If you go to the National Assembly, check out who is the majority leader at the National Assembly. Where does he come from? Who is the clerk of the National Assembly? Where does he come from? If you remember the list of cabinet secretaries, just count them. Out of 22, how many are from Mount Kenya? Look at the list of our principal secretaries. Look at parastatal heads. And reports have been done by the government's own agencies on even the skilled employment. But people believe that.
After listening to that, you can note that Mokwa believes that the presence of Rigathi Gachagua in the united opposition is the greatest threat to the existence of unity within the side of opposition. And he has tried to explain how Rigathi Gachagua is actually manipulating leaders within the opposition. And Rigathi Gachagua believes that his words should be followed. And this is making many political leaders within the united opposition to feel intimidated, to feel that they are being belittled, they are made to be useless in that coalition. And he has also said that Rigathi Gachagua is also misinforming the public because he wants people to believe that from the time when he moved outside the government, when he was impeached as the deputy president, his entire community has always been removed from key positions in the government, which is actually not the case, because as I can remember, Rigathi Gachagua was removed from the government of William Samoei Arap Ruto. And the person who was replaced to take up that position is also from Mount Kenya. And that is why I believe that the way Dismas Mokua was actually trying to explain, it is quite accurate. And also, if you have been seeing the way Rigathi has been riddling Fred Okengo Matiang'i, who is a key figure in the united opposition. Because as you can remember, when Fred Okengo Matiang'i said that he was going to enter into the opposition political arena, the first person who was on media advising Fred Okengo Matiang'i was Rigathi Gachagua. And Rigathi Gachagua was advising Fred Okengo Matiang'i that he should actually come up with his own political party, and that political party should have its roots from the Gusii nation, and he should mobilize the people from the Gusii nation to be members of that political party. And in actual sense, what he was trying to advise Fred Okengo Matiang'i, he was trying to tell him that be a tribal chief, be a tribal kingpin, which actually we are fighting day in, day out to see that a Kenya is a Kenya, and it doesn't matter which tribe you come from. And Kenyans at this age, they have come to realize that our political leaders, they always use the tribal slogan to manipulate the voters, to make people believe that our community is in danger. And they always achieve their personal political needs using the community. And that is why you find in this republic, it has become so difficult to eradicate corruption. Because once a person is taken in that he is corrupt, you will find that the community is mobilized. And then the community will say, don't touch that person. He is our own. And if you touch the political leader, then they will say that you have offended the entire community. And if also you look in that same united opposition, it sometimes looks like Rigathi Gachagua doesn't actually like Fred Okengo Matiang'i at all. And that is why sometimes when Rigathi Gachagua addresses a congregation or in a rally, he always jumps the name of Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And there's even a time when they were calling Fred Okengo Matiang'i as a mole in the united opposition. They were saying that Fred Okengo Matiang'i was a government operative in the united opposition. And because of that, opposition was nearly breaking into two. One part, which was actually to be read by Rigathi Gachagua himself, Eugene Wamalwa, and Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, and another which was to be read by Fred Okengo Matiang'i with other political parties like PNU. So the presence of Rigathi Gachagua within the united opposition, I sometimes feel that Rigathi Gachagua is actually like a bad omen within that opposition. Because nowadays, even the way Kenyans feel the united opposition, they say this outfit is quite tribal. It is an outfit which has been brought together by political kingpin. And the Kenyans are not interested in that at this time. They are interested in actually electing somebody who is a performer, somebody who can take this nation forward. And at the same time, I always feel that the presence of Rigathi Gachagua at the end is going to make the united opposition to break into two, because I believe even the way they are going to choose the flag bearer in the united opposition, it will be skewed. It will not be free and fair to any political leader within the united opposition who wants to be the candidate in that coalition. And that is why I believe, to Dismas Mokwa, that Rigathi Gachagua is a unity breaker in the side of opposition, and is making even Kenyans not to associate themselves with the united opposition. I really don't know what's your take about all that. But let me leave you with this video of Rigathi Gachagua so that you can listen to it and you can hear how Rigathi Gachagua is trying to talk about Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. That Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga used Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka badly. And imagine he's speaking about that when Rigathi is no more. And that might be taken in a wrong way. And therefore, even if Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka will be the flag bearer of the opposition, it might get a point where he cannot be voted in by the community. Please listen to this.
We unatumana ati kila siku watu yako watafuta huyu Kalonzo. Please. Wewe ukitaka Kalonzo uongee na mimi. Yes. Sindio? Sisi tumeketi na Kalonzo na viongozi ya Wakamba na Wakikuyu na Wameru na Embu. Nimeambiwa for the time being I am the family spokesman. So wewe kama unataka kuongea na Kalonzo, hapana tumia brokers. Kuja unitafu. But before uongee na hii familia yetu William Ruto, wale watoto uliua kwanza ufufue hawa. Then you can talk to us. Siko namna hiyo. This family will stick together. For the reason ya kwamba it is wise for a family to stick together. Kwanza tukiona familia inapangiwa, huyu Raila ametumia Kalonzo na Wakamba vibaya 15 years. Huyu Ruto ametumia mimi na watu ya Mlima vibaya. Sasa wale watu walitutumia vibaya wameshikana. Wale tumetumiwa vibaya na sisi tumeshikana. Si iko namna hiyo? Sasa nyinyi watu ya kutumia watu vibaya mko pande moja. Watu ya kutumika vibaya tuko pamoja. Makazi ni wapendane wasipendane. Wakae pamoja wasikae pamoja. Wakae rada wasikae rada.
After listening to that video, what is your take? What is your conclusion? Is Rigathi Gachagua a unifying factor or a tragedy which will make the united opposition to disintegrate? Please drop your comments in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to pump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and if your friends are lovers of politics, then it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for those ones who have actually subscribed to our YouTube channel and they always keep watching our videos, I say thank you, because you really inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you. May God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political discussion. Goodbye.